पिछले सत्र में
In the previous session, we had deliberated on the topic that why we should study Gita,
ये प्रश्न उठ सकता है कि हम क्यों
because naturally this question may arise, why should we study? There are many topics for studying,
पे इतना सब कुछ
especially in the today's age of internet. So much material is available,
है तो उसका क्या पढ़ना
and Gita has become an old book. Why should we study? Nowadays we have new information, new thoughts, new articles, new news.
गीता क्यों पढ़नी चाहिए?
Why should we study
मैंने
Gita?
कहा था कि गीता
So I had
सबको पढ़नी
spoken
चाहिए क्योंकि
that
हमारे
everyone should study Gita, because in
लागू होने के
everyone's life Gita is applicable, its knowledge is necessary.
कुरुक्षेत्र में हुआ
The war that was fought
युद्ध हमारे
in Kurukshetra, a similar war happens in our life at different levels.
अस्तित्व है, एक
Our identity,
अंदरूनी अस्तित्व है
we have an internal identity
और एक बाह्य
and an external identity,
व्यवहार करना पड़ता है।
according in which we have to behave properly.
चलता है, मानसिक स्तर पर चलता है,
So we have war at different levels, internal and outer at social level. At every level there is a struggle.
मैं ऐसा कोई व्यक्ति नहीं पाया जिसको
In my life I have not found any person who says that there is no struggle in my life. Struggle is
कोई राजा हो चाहे
life.
प्रजा हो,
Whether one is king or the subjects, whether one is minister or ordinary person,
और ज्यादा संघर्ष चलता है। कबीर ने भी कहा
there with sadhus there is even more struggle.
उसने भी कहा
Kabir had said
दुखी प्रजा
that
दुखी और साधु का दुख
king is miserable, subjects are miserable, and the sadhu's misery is double.
वहाँ पे संघर्ष ना हो, ऐसा कोई व्यक्ति नहीं
So there is no person in whose life there is no struggle.
क्या है उसका मूल
What is the original cause of that struggle? The original cause is our mind.
संघर्ष का मूल कारण हमारा मन है और
The primary cause of our struggle is our mind. As long as we don't understand the mind and the way to control it, this struggle will always continue. Nobody can stop it.
इस भगवत गीता में भगवान श्री कृष्ण ने हमको
And in Bhagavad-Gītā, Bhagavan has given us that knowledge only.
हमारा जीवन जो है वो शांति
Because everybody wants that our life should be loving, peaceful. Nobody wants misery in his life. In Gita, Bhagavan has given the formula how to achieve peace.
ज्ञात्वा शांति मृच्छति और किस तरह से हम अपने मन
How we can control our mind.
से न तो कौनते वैराग्य न च गृह्यते, तो ये सबको इसकी
So
आवश्यकता
everybody needs this.
और इस पर निर्भर नहीं करता कि आप कहाँ
It doesn't depend on where we are, who we are,
वृद्ध हैं
whether we are man, woman, householder, or we are working outside, or we are a manager,
मालिक
or we are a CEO of a company. Everybody needs this because everybody has to work with his mind only. Whatever work we perform it through our mind only.
मनुष्य क्यों
Why a man is called a man?
नाथ
Why Manushya is called Manushya?
मनसा सीव्यति इति मनुष्य, हम जितने भी अपने संबंध बना
Whatever relations we make, whatever activities we perform, first we perform them in our mind.
करते हैं तो
Any activity that we perform externally, first of all we perform it in our mind. So now that you came for this lecture, first you decided in your mind that I should do this, and then the outer action happened.
क्रिया और उसका फल जैसे मैंने
So when we perform an action and it gives a result, like we discussed earlier, that based on correct knowledge we perform correct action and then we get correct result.
गड़बड़ी है
And if there is a defect in the root, then the result will be different. So we normally keep working on our results, not on the root cause. So the today's modern culture, which actually cannot be called culture or civilization, it should be called uncivilization.
और आधुनिक जो
Like if you see Ayurveda and compare it with the modern medical science, what is the difference?
के जो आधुनिक जो
The modern medical science,
वो आपके लिंग चिन्ह सिम्टम
the modern medical science treats the symptoms.
बुखार है तो
Like if you have fever, take a medicine tablet and your fever will go down. So definitely the fever will go down.
लेकिन आयुर्वेद
But Ayurveda says that why did you get the fever? What is the original cause of that? So Ayurveda will not bring down the fever. Ayurveda will treat the original cause of the fever. Because if the original cause is treated, then naturally the fever will also get treated. So the modern science that we have, it simply keeps working on the externals. All the facilities and comforts that modern science has provided us, they are all on external level. But the external comforts they have provided, but they don't have any solution for the internal misery. Although they may provide some medicine for that, and if you are facing depression or if you are facing hypertension, take a medicine tablet, but that tablets create some other troubles. But in the Vedic science, they discuss why are we getting these vikaras in the mind or the transformations. So there are three things: Prakriti, Vikriti and Samskriti. Prakriti is what is natural. Like the animals and birds, they work based on their natural instinct. No animal, no bird works against nature. Cow is vegetarian. Cow will never eat meat. Even if you forcibly try to feed meat to cow, like what happened in England, then there will be mad cow disease. So a cow doesn't go against nature. A dog works according to nature only. Dog will always act as a dog. Dog will never act as a cow. But human being lives his own prakriti and enters either Vikriti or Samskriti. This facility is available only to human being. Now, whether we enter Samskriti or Vikriti, it depends on our knowledge. If we have correct knowledge, if we understand ourselves, so Samskriti is to purify oneself. Samskar is to purify. Samskriti has three functions. First is to purify our uncleanliness, the wrong thoughts. Second is Gunadhan. There is to put some gunas inside ourselves. Third is Hinanupurti. So Samskriti has these three objectives. First is to purify ourselves. Second is what we don't have, we obtain that. Like if you have water, so water may be unclean. So first we filter it. So this is the first step, to remove the dirt from the water. Then we can do Gunadhan. We can put sugar, we can put lemon in that. We can put any other element in that. We can make it fragrant. And then Hinanupurti, we can put some other elements which provide strength in water, which water naturally doesn't have. So this is called Samskriti. This is what Samskriti does to us. But if we don't do that, then mostly human being will go from Prakriti to Vikriti. Like we see in today's society, everywhere there is Vikriti at every level. Whether it is our dressing, whether it is our food habits, whether it is our lifestyle, our way of earning money, the way we behave in society, the way we live in family, everywhere there is Vikriti. And Vikriti has only one result, that is misery. So that's why in society, every person is miserable and struggling. So if we want to change that, then it is important for us to study Gita. This is the importance of Bhagavad-Gītā and its necessity. So all of us should study Bhagavad-Gītā. All of you should study that. It is of no benefit to Bhagavan if we study Bhagavad-Gītā. It is for us.